Hello, my name is Charlie.
And I'm Alex.
Today we'll be making a homemade burger.
We are back with our burger video. So I'll be explaining to you guys the ingredients we are using. So here we have cheese.
Nice.
We'll use this cheese on the patty. Next we have the burger bread, okay?
Yep.
And we have some pepper seasoning for the patty.
Yep.
Some onion powder. Some California garlic.
Wow, that sounds nice, Alex.
This special seasoning called Vegeta.
Ooh.
And salt.
Oh.
Now we are onto the condiments. These include mustard, tomato sauce, this peri spicy sauce if you want to use that. That brings us to the actual meat, the patty itself, and the chippies, some lettuce, my favourite, the pickles.
Nice.
And this special sauce I whipped up before, that's made of tomato sauce, mustard, spicy sauce, and all that, if you want to use that. And a tomato.
Cool.
Alright guys, now we're on to the method. So the first step, you just want to grab a good chunk. We got some mince here. I'm just going to slap this bad boy in a bowl, just like so. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be adding on the list is half a teaspoon of salt. Just chuck some of this in there. There we go. Alright, next step, we're just going to add a pinch of pepper. Not too much. Alright, half a teaspoon of Vegeta. So
Is that one of the blue ones?
this is what Vegeta looks like. I'm just going to grab half a teaspoon.
Good.
Just gonna, a little bit, there we go. Just gonna add that in there. Alright, next we've got onion powder. This is a personal favourite of mine when it comes to seasoning meat. So we're just gonna grab half a teaspoon of onion powder, slap that in there, half a teaspoon of garlic, another classic. There we go, just like so. Alright, and now comes the fun part. We're just gonna really just season the meat by grabbing it and just making sure it just really gets in there, you know? Get your hands in there, really just get that flavour into the meat, you know? Just repeat this for a bit. Make sure you got all of it mixing together. Alright.
Want some more movement? Come on.
Some more movement? There we go. Nice and seasoned. Just how I like it.
Alright guys, just remember, make sure to be COVID safe. Make sure to be washing your hands after you do anything, just so that you can protect yourself from the virus.
Get some soap, come on.
Just like this. Really get it in between your fingers. And now we can move on to the next part.
You want to use a serrated blade, and make sure, when you're cutting your tomatoes, making sure they're relatively thin, so they're not as thick as your patty. So here we go. It's a bit thick.
You're doing good.
So guys, it's all about the technique. It's holding the tomato up strongly. Oh, that's a bit thick. Probably won't use that bad boy. But here.
So what technique are you using to cut these tomatoes?
So it's all about the hand movement.
Yep.
You have to keep the tomato up perfectly still, so you can have that nice effect when you're cutting through the tomato using those nice hand movements.
Yep.
So yeah, I think they can be a bit thinner.
Alright, cool. Guess we'll move on to the next part.
So guys, we're up to cutting these pickles. Now, I love pickles. I don't think Charlie does, but we're going to be cutting them nice and small so they fit nicely on my burger. But yeah.
So, guessing you're going to be using the same technique as when you're cutting the tomatoes, just slice them straight through them.
Yeah, I guess it's
Keep
the
them
most appropriate
quite thin,
technique.
not too big.
Well, I kind of like them a bit thicker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. But, yeah.
Close up these bad boys.
Alright guys, now we're going to be making some chips. This is optional as it isn't a part of the actual hamburger. It does require an air fryer. So yeah, we're just going to be grabbing some chips and just loading them up into the air fryer. Make sure not to put too many in. We don't want any food wastage, of course. Food poverty is a serious issue in the world. So yeah, we're not going to be wasting any food. Just chuck these in.
So guys, now we're back with shaping the patty. So just going to chuck it all in. Had a bit of practice, so we'll see if this works well in the video. So I'm just trying to compress it down so that it's a bit easier to shape into that perfect circle. I'm just going to try and fill up those edges there. Always make sure your hands are washed because you don't want to be eating a
what's it called?
Contaminated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to push that down, and that looks good, my friend. Now I'm just gonna hook that in.
So this is a method for getting it out?
Yeah,
kinda
that
like-
works pretty well.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
I'm gonna,
So guys, now we're up to the cooking stage. So I'm just gonna put this patty right on here. I'm just gonna go. Oh, there we go. Nice, clean. So we're going to wait a couple minutes, then flip it, go to the next side, and then put some cheese on it. Nice. So guys, we're on to the chicken patty, and we recommend cooking 2 minutes on each side, so you get that nice brownish type of colour. And also not too cooked, but not raw, obviously.
Good. So now we are putting cheese on it, making sure that it melts on. Gives that nice cheesy type of taste. But yeah.
Guys, we're up to the part where I'll show you the way I'll be building my burger, and we'll get to Charlie later. He's cooking. So we will start by putting some of this sauce that I made earlier, which is a bit spicy, but it's quite good. We then go on to putting the thinly cut tomato on the bottom, and then the double cheese patty. And now remember, my hands are clean. This is okay. What I'm doing is hygienic. Now I'll be putting a bit of pickles. Charlie, do you want any pickles or not? No. Okay, I'll be putting pickles on here to make it look like that authentic type of burger. But yeah, now I guess just sauce. Oh, look at Charlie's patty. Look at that. But just putting some sauce up there and mustard. But yeah, I think that is good. Thank you for looking at my presentation. We'll be shortly with Charlie's.
We are here with Charlie's creation of his burger.
So I'm just kind of grabbing some sauce, putting it on the patty. Don't want too much, otherwise it'll make the patty soggy. Spread it.
It's like his butter bread at school.
Yeah. Right, now, so that's my sauce. We're gonna add some tomato.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Alright, now we're gonna actually grab the patties.
He's going for the tongs, the hygiene.
Layer them up.
Oh,
We're gonna grab this bad boy.
he's having a bit of difficulty. Look at all that grease.
I love grease. There we go. Layer them up. So, we're gonna finish by chucking
He did it the upside down.